What's up, everybody? It's the cat. So, I moved in here 3 years ago in April. So, it has right around 3 years now. And when I first moved in, it was rough. There were shootouts all the time, and I was going through some things with the court system, and I didn't have all my guns. I got them back, but anyway, the police around here never did anything. They wouldn't arrest anybody, and if they acted like they did, they would ride around the corner and drop them off. Well, I dealt with a bunch of people who threatened my life, and there was crackheads and drug dealers and drug users, whatever you want to call them. Um, coming across my property, and it got to the point where they were real brazen and thought they could do what they wanted to. Well, I found out about some shit after I had left and come back home. Well, I made a post about it and deleted it. Well, anyway, these people have been terrorizing me forever, and if you know anything about drug dealers and drug users and the ilk of that sort, they don't call the police. So I kicked in fucking doors, and we had some peaceful conversation, and the problems really started to stop then. The next day, there was a couple people that walked down the road and wanted to approach me from my driveway, and I was just like, if you don't turn around now, I'm gonna put the dog on you. And they, with no hesitation, they turned around and left. But police wouldn't do anything, so I sort of had to. I like there. One time there was like 3 or 4 of them coming across, so I grabbed a shovel and went and met them at the fence line, and I was split. There's a couple behind me and a couple in front of me, and I was just like, you don't need to turn around, this and that. Well, I left and came back, and they tried it with my old lady and kids. Well, my old lady just left the dogs to handle the issue. Well, me personally, I like to handle shit myself. That way I know it's handled. So police refusing to ever fucking do anything. I called them to let them know I'm not going to call them no more. And I handled all this shit myself. And I seen a lot of stuff. Other neighbors had started handling things themselves. One neighbor pulled a gun and just straight had it in dude's face. But anyway, all those things happened. Well, I started having less issues after that. Of course, I'm not restrained by a badge or whatever. So I had to handle things myself, and I did. But now I'm surrounded by great neighbors who are fucking awesome. We all look out for each other. I do this, they do that, whatever. Like, we all look out for each other. Like, I truly feel blessed. It's an amazing thing. So, having to do those things because law enforcement just wouldn't do their job. The popo, the cops, whatever you want to call them. Started having less problems. So after the first, I don't know, year I was here, I guess it's been a year and a half since, maybe 2 years since, I don't know, year and a half since most of them have died from drug overdoses or they're in fucking prison. So I can kind of talk about some of this, but kicked doors in and walked inside and sat down and had a, good conversation with them. And they're like, so I told them that I had no intentions to make it out alive. And they're like, well, what's our, this and that. And I'm like, yes. And they're in the middle of using drugs and shit anyway. So, they didn't bother calling anybody. But word got around, and, me and my family have been bothered less and less. Where, and I don't call cops no more. You know, fuck that. They're only gonna make a situation worse. So, with that being said, I'm prepared to handle things myself, and I think most people should be. You are the first responder. Police will only show up when to take notes and to ask questions and to, you know, file a report or some shit. But if you're a first responder and you're there, fucking take care of business, handle what you got to, and don't let anybody tell you different. So, me knowing that crackheads and everybody else ain't calling the police, started handling business myself. Now, police, whenever I called them and said, I'm not calling no more, they're like, well, you'll get arrested, and you'll this, and you'll that. And I'm like, well, what if my dog chews on them? Oh, well, I don't know what to do about that. You know, just, so I kind of put them through the ringer and just, I handled the shit myself. Allegedly. This could just be a bullshit story, but, you know, if you got any brains about you, you'll know what happened and what didn't. So, the reason why I want to talk about this is one of the other trailers got moved, or it got moved around today, and they put a double wide in it, and dude's been buying up property, and he's probably going to try and sell it. So, anyway, yeah, if you believe in something, fight for it. Anybody that's willing to stop you from fighting for shit that's worth it ain't worth a damn, and is worth fighting. So, don't call third party to handle your business like police. In my opinion, they're third party interlopers. They're, you know, most of the time there's inaction. If anything, they escalate issues and because of ego and make things worse. And so anyway, yeah, I did the things, and I'm living in a much safer neighborhood now. Some new neighbors that moved in that are fucking awesome and look out for us because we look out for them. And they said that it seems like a fairly nice neighborhood. There's been a few issues, but they don't notice the main problems that used to happen, like shootouts every other week. There's these people that they call greeters that sit on this brick garden bed thing and drink and do drugs and, you know, deal all day. But the police don't do anything about them either. What are police good for? I'm not exactly sure, but, you know, people swear by them. You know, they back the blue until something happens to them. Anyway, you know, there was some naked dude fucking at the store down the road, and he'd be down there pretty regularly, fucking helicopter dicking, butt fucking naked, and police never did anything. They just could give him $1 or $2 and send him on his way. But if that was me doing it, they'd want to put me in fucking prison. Anyway, this is why I say fuck the police, handle shit yourself. Like, this is why I say I'm the only one that's got my back. I know that is a bit of a lie, but at the end of the day, with me being here with my family and kids, I know that I'm the one they rely on and that's going to have to do things. So, hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Much love. God bless. Catch you in the next one.